As the world anticipates the historic coronation of King Charles III, all eyes are on the woman who will stand by his side as queen, Camilla Parker Bowles. Throughout her life, Camilla has been a figure of curiosity, intrigue, and relentless scrutiny, having been intimately connected to the British royal family for decades. However, beneath the public facade lies a tapestry of hidden secrets that Queen Camilla has guarded with utmost caution, fearful of their revelation. In this video, we embark on a journey to discover 12 secrets Queen Camilla is most afraid of revealing. Number 1. Camilla was fired from her job. During the 1960s, Camilla had a varied work history, taken on several different roles, one of which at Colefax and Fowler, a prestigious decorator in London's Mayfair district. Imogen Taylor, a senior designer at the company, shared insights about Camilla's time. During an interview with Sunday Times, Taylor recollects, "There were many newcomers, including Camilla, working for us. She was with us for a while, but unfortunately, she was let go." According to Taylor's book On the Fringe, A Life in Decorating, Camilla harbored resentment towards her assertive boss, Tom Parr. Camilla served as an assistant and fell victim to one of his outbursts. Taylor revealed, adding that Camilla's termination happened abruptly due to her tardiness after a night of partying. Interestingly, during a visit to New York in 1999, Camilla reunited with some of her former co-workers from those days, and they fondly reminisced about their shared experiences. Number 2. The first husband didn't want to marry her. In the late 1960s, Camilla entered into a long-term relationship with Andrew Parker Bowles, her boyfriend at the time. However, before Andrew had the opportunity to pop the question, his father Derek, who was evidently eager for the union, took matters into his own hands. Derek decided to publish the wedding announcement in the newspaper in 1973, while Camilla's newfound friend Charles was away on naval service overseas. Royal biographer Sally Battle Smith sheds light on this intriguing situation, noting that the couple had been dating for nearly 7 years before Andrew's public and somewhat coerced proposal to Camilla. Despite their history, they eventually parted ways before getting married. Number 3. She has a dirty habit. At the age of 76, Camilla's smoking habit spanned 3 decades until she finally decided to quit in 2001, seeking the assistance of health professional Dr. Mosarraf Ali. During her long struggle with what Charles referred to as a dirty routine, author Brian Howe reveals an intriguing detail about Camilla's penchant for smoking. Allegedly, she had employees place silver tins of cigarettes all around her, signifying her deep attachment to the habit. On one occasion, Charles reportedly chased her out of the high-grade rooftop in all weather when she craved a smoke. To maintain a smoke-free environment, servants would swiftly clear the ashtray the moment Camilla left the room, as revealed by Howe. Despite her dedication to this indulgence, the Duchess of Cornwall's smoking habit has been met with disapproval from Charles, as it costs more than £100 per week and stands as the sole luxury he disapproves of. Interestingly, Camilla is strictly prohibited from smoking with Buckingham Palace, as the royal residence adheres to no smoking policy. Number 4. She has had queen ambition since childhood. Throughout her childhood, Camilla looked up to her ancestor Alice Capel, who famously served as King Edward VII's notorious mistress. While other family members were known for their shrewd real estate investments that amassed the family fortune, Alice's captivating lifestyle left a lasting impression on Camilla. Actress Lynn Redgrave, who attended Queensgate School ahead of Camilla, recalled that finding a wealthy husband was a prominent goal for them. During this time, Camilla was part of a group of young women whose primary focus was to secure affluent spouses. Camilla's roommates, Virginia Carrington, daughter of Lord Carrington, and Jane Wyndham, successfully married into prestigious families. Virginia with Camilla's estate magnate Lord Ashcombe, and Jane with Winston Churchill's grandson Lord Charles Spencer Churchill. When questioned about her own marital prospects, Camilla humorously responded, "I'm waiting for a king," hinting at her aspirations for a royal connection. Number 5. She was rejected. The question of why Charles didn't marry Camilla 35 years ago has long been a topic of discussion. Some find it perplexing and foolish, wondering why they didn't tie the knot earlier. On the other hand, it's intriguing to consider why Camilla encouraged Charles to marry Diana. The main reason their marriage was delayed in the early 1970s was the simple fact that Charles never proposed to her. At that time, Charles, like many young men, wasn't ready for marriage in his 20s. Camilla, on the other hand, may have believed that she would wait indefinitely for a marriage proposal from the prince. Nevertheless, their paths diverged, and Camilla resumed her relationship with Charles later on. Despite the affection for each other, she understood that Charles would eventually have to marry a woman from an aristocratic or even royal background. It is said that Camilla saw Lady Diana Spencer, affectionately called Shy D by the newspapers, as someone who fit the bill for such a marriage, without posing a threat to Camilla's place in Charles' life. This analysis sheds light on the complexities and circumstances that shaped the dynamic between Charles, Camilla, and Diana during that time. Number 6. King's Mistress. Even after Camilla married Army officer Andrew Parker Bowles, and Charles married Diana Spencer, their relationship persisted. Charles' servant, Ken Stronach, received specific instructions to treat Camilla as the unofficial mistress of the prince's official residence, Highgrove. A guest room was designated for her use, but after midnight, the Prince of Wales would disable the intricate alarm system protecting his room, allowing Camilla to discreetly enter. To maintain the illusion that Camilla slept in her assigned room, Stronach was tasked with deliberately making the bed appear used. Additionally, he was responsible for inspecting all glassware to ensure there were no lipstick marks, as well as emptying any ashtrays that Camilla, an avid smoker, might have used. Charles' deep affection for Camilla was evident by the presence of a picture frame featuring her image by his bedside, which Stronach meticulously tidied up each time Diana visited Highgrove. These insights into their discreet rendezvous shed light on the complexities of their enduring connection amidst their respective marriages. Number 7. Sex phone calls. In 1993, a private conversation between then Prince Charles and Camilla Parker Bowles was exposed by the British press, revealing an intimate and sexually explicit exchange between the two. The content of the conversation caused a widespread sensation for several reasons, notably because it featured the heir to the throne expressing a desire to be intimately involved with Camilla and making a crude joke about reincarnating as a tampon to be close to her. This scandalous revelation earned the incident the nickname Tampongate. Some publications referred it to as Camillagate, a term considered more sexist as it solely blamed Camilla for the situation. At the time of the leaked conversation, both Charles and Camilla were married, adding further fuel to the scandal. The phone call also shed light on the fact that Charles' close friends were not only aware of the affair, but were actively involved in facilitating and covering it up. During their conversation, Camilla and Charles discussed the logistics of their illicit relationship, even hinting at using the homes of their noble friends for their clandestine rendezvous, which suggested that some of their acquaintances were aware of and potentially accommodating their not-so-secret affair, which was ongoing alongside Charles' marriage to Princess Diana. Number 8. Prince Charles was scolded and burst into tears. The father of the future Queen consort Camilla held strong disapproval and lack of respect for King Charles III. He expressed his disappointment in the couple's decision to pursue a relationship while still married to other partners. During the early 1990s, Prince Charles' marriage to Diana was falling apart, leaving him feeling saddened and lonely. Seeking comfort, he turned to Camilla, finding solace in her arms, but her father, Bruce Shand, was far from pleased. Bruce requested a meeting with Charles, during which he voiced his objections. Despite the societal norms and restrictions, Bruce accused Charles, Camilla's secret boyfriend, of ruining his daughter's life. The emotionally charged conversation resulted in Charles breaking down in tears. Mr. Shand urged Charles to show some honor and decency by ending his romance with Camilla, especially after a private phone conversation between them was leaked to the public. The revelation of a private phone conversation added further complexity to the situation, drawing attention to their secret romance and causing distress for both individuals involved. Despite the challenges and societal pressures, Camilla and Charles' relationship persevered, eventually leading to their marriage in 2005. Number 9. Camilla was harshly criticized by her sister-in-law. Amidst the joyful atmosphere as Queen Camilla and King Charles proceeded to Westminster Abbey for the coronation, tensions within the royal family arose due to an apparent clash with Princess Anne during a pre-coronation dinner at Buckingham Palace. During the grand royal banquet, Anne confronted Camilla about her new title, expressing that she should be referred to as Queen Consort, not Queen. Anne claimed that she had previously understood from Queen Elizabeth II that Camilla's title would be Empress. This sudden change to Queen Consort was viewed as very complicated by Anne, leading to unhappiness among some members of the royal family. Princess Anne's remarks were indicative of the complexity surrounding the issue, as the titles Queen Consort and Empress carry distinct historical and ceremonial significance. The coronation and the ensuing discussions surrounding Camilla's title remain notable moments in the British royal history. Number 10. The Curious and the Curious. According to Camilla, she possesses a genuine affinity for people, finding their lives far more captivating than her own. She highlights that her inquisitive nature greatly contributes to her role in the royal sphere, as she takes pleasure in gathering information from individuals she interacts with, often resulting in stories that could potentially be compiled into a book. But sometimes, her very curious nature turns out to be nosy. It's good to care about others a little bit, but it's too deep. Just like Diana's story, Camilla knows most of the facts and their stories thoroughly. There may be many more stories behind that we may never know. Number 11. She almost missed her wedding day. On April 9, 2005, Camilla Parker Bowles married Prince Charles in a civil ceremony at Windsor Guildhall, followed by a religious blessing at St. George's Chapel in Windsor Castle. However, leading up to the wedding, Camilla fell ill with a sinus infection, creating uncertainty about the event. On what was meant to be the most momentous day of a girl's life, Camilla encountered unexpected challenges. The date as she woke up, she was struck by an intense bout of illness, rendering her almost immobile. A severe sinus infection had taken hold, threatening to mar her wedding day. Despite her debilitating condition, Camilla's sister Annabel stepped in and offered to dress Camilla herself if needed. This spurred Camilla to gather her strength, compelling herself to rise from her sickbed and walk down the aisle. Well, what if Camilla didn't make it to her own wedding in time? What will happen? Then there was the part of history. Number 12. Secrets Really Want to Bury. In 2022, during the time of Queen Elizabeth II passing, Simon Charles Durand Day made headlines worldwide with his claim be the love child of King Charles III and Camilla. This assertion has been a topic of discussion for several years, and in a notable interview, Durand Day disclosed that he had undergone reconstructive surgery at the age of 8 to change his eye color from blue to brown, concealing his supposed royal resemblance. He publicly requested a DNA test to further investigate his lineage. Durand Day's upbringing was in the care of his grandmother, as he adopted by Karen and David Day when he was just 18 months old. According to his own account, Durand Day states that he was born in April 1966 in Gosport, Hampshire. However, curiously, his birth certificate indicates a hospital where no pregnant women were present at the time. This incongruity prompted him to embark on a journey to uncover the truth about his origins. With the assistance of historians and family friends, Durand-Day claims to have pieced together evidence suggesting that he is the biological son of King Charles III and Queen Camilla, conceived during their teenage years. Notably, his grandparents served in roles linked to Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip, leading him to believe that Charles and Camilla may have met earlier than the official narrative portrays. Allegedly, during Camilla's pregnancy, she disappeared from public view, and it is speculated that the future king was sent to Australia during this period. The British royal family has not publicly acknowledged or confirmed this claim. Despite Durand-Day's persistence in seeking recognition and a DNA test, no conclusive evidence has been presented to substantiate his assertion. In the end, the truth has yet to be revealed. Does Camilla want to bury them all? Let us know by commenting below, like, share, and subscribe to update more videos on the same topic that you love. Thanks for being here.